Tom Boughton. I'm the truck committee chairman for our new ladder truck.
I'm Steve Toth. Been in the fire service for over 37 years. Past chief, past commissioner. Yeah, the community we serve is
basically not a city. It's over 50,000, but it's all housing and shopping malls, general community like that.
We're very diverse. Our area alone covers 3 multi-highways, Route 8 Interstate Highway.
Right.
We have a shopping mall, we have industrial, and we have
residential.
All mixed in. We have a major river that runs through, and we deal with flooding as well. So we cover everything.
Back in 2010, we were building a pumper. We started looking at several manufacturers, reached out to your dealer in the area at the time, which was first priority. The maintenance guy was very spontaneous. Any problems we have, we'll maintain this truck for you the rest of life, so we stuck with Toyne. As the truck progressed, we came out for pre-con, very impressed by the pre-con meeting. Then when we came out for final inspection, Steve wasn't on that committee, but I brought Steve with me. Steve was dumbfounded at the quality control of Toyne. And even I was too. I mean, we walked around the truck, found very minor items wrong. Every time we go out to go to lunch or something, come back, they would fix the problems. It was no problem at all. I've never seen that done by any manufacturer. And they had a delivery date, and they kept to that delivery date and delivered that truck on time.
Yeah, and I mean, just to add to that, we went to lunch, we came back, and there was a lighting problem that they fixed because one of our biggest things was this was the first time we were ever going with LED lighting on the truck. Not emergency lighting, cabinet lighting, walkway compartment. And we wanted to see that truck lit up at night because we didn't know if it was going to be bright enough. And they changed what we thought was wrong. And we were just so amazed.
So amazed at
the level of service.
And then 2018, we started building another pumper. There was no sales rep out in our area. And we started working with Bill Bird. So I met Bill when pre-con in 2012. We sat and built the truck as a co-op truck for the first one for Wayne Township. And we took delivery of that last October. And the truck's been good so far. No major problems with it. And then we started looking at Spartan aerials, complete one manufacturer. Being honest with you, they didn't get back to us with the answers and questions that we kept asking them. Steve will tell you, we met with this salesman 8-9 times, talked over the same things over and over. Steve is the one who suggested, Tom, call Toyne, see what they can do. And within a 2-week turnaround time, they had this whole spec put together and a pricing for us.
And a more comprehensive spec and numbers that were realistic and not, well, I think it's going to be, we had a hard number.
We had to do a remote pre-construction meeting due to the COVID virus. We were scheduled to come out here to do the pre-con, but we were shut down. We couldn't leave the state of New Jersey. So we did it over the computers. We sat down with Bill and went over spec by spec of the truck, the chassis, the pump, the aerial. Everything was laid out. One of the things we normally do after we do the pre-planning, we set up inspection dates. And we came out, we were supposed to do the inspection of the chassis, then the aerial device, and then the final.
And I have to say that, in all the trucks that we've done, the nicest thing that we've noticed with Toyne is when we sit with Bill and we have questions or we want to change something, he's able to bring right up on the computer. He's able to show us exactly. I mean, we sat here one time just discussing interior lighting. He brought up on the computer and showed us all the different options for the interior lighting. Where normally we sit with a salesman who has a pad of paper, who sat at our firehouse, who would take notes, who would then say, I got to get back to you. We lost so much time. We're able to do pre-construction in a matter of a couple of days and have a 100% spec'd out truck, right, Tom?
Yep.
All that needs to be done is that he needs to send us the paperwork. We read through to make sure we're in agreement, but no back and forth.
It's no back and forth.
We know the numbers.
He just keeps you totally informed, and the planning is unbelievable. If he doesn't have the answer, go to the engineering and come back with us in 15 minutes, but the engineering is unbelievable.
And easy to work with. We've never had an issue.
Yep.
And I have to tell you, I think about this all the time. Most of the companies in Wayne are big on Pierce. But you know what? When they go out to do inspections, you know what they're worried about?
What steak
dinner they're going to get. How thick the steak's going to be. We come out here, okay? We go to lunch, because everybody's got to eat. That's not the focus. Our majority of the time is spent going over that truck and making sure everything's right.
The working with Bill and Mike Schwabe and the owner, and the whole crew at Toyne is unbelievable. You work with Dan out there, you got a question, not sure on something, Dan will take care of it. He'll solve the problem. They make the things work and make it happen.
Yeah, we've never heard no. And if we have heard it, it's not because you don't want to do it. It just can't be done.
It just can't be done.
NFPA or engineering, it just can't be done. We like the extended cab. I mean, we've always wanted that access behind that, the rear door. This year, we actually took that a step further and we went with a full-size cabinet. Even planning through, you don't know what you're going to get until sometimes you see it. And even when we've gotten out here and we needed something changed, and nobody ever said, well, that's what you drew, that's what you get. Right. It was like, you need a shelf in there? Fine, we'll put a shelf in there.
Yeah, whatever you need, they work to solve your problem.
And you want to talk, even going back to engineering, we were out here, we started talking about the hose bed.
Yep.
We were done with the hose bed, and then we decided that we were changing the size of the hose. Well, They had to re-engineer. We walked into your engineering lab. They brought it up on the computer, said, how much hose do you want to put on here? Well, this is what I can do for you. You don't get that anywhere else.
Right. We have 3 trucks built by Toyne. I can call up, order any parts I need. I can get it right away. They know how the body is built, know how the truck is built. And if I told them just this compartment door, they could ship the door out to us, no problem. Any valves or anything with the truck that's gone bad under warranty, they've replaced it as fast as they can do it.
I think from a firematic standpoint, I've been a chief officer for, going back umpteen years, knowing that when we get on the scene, that truck's going to work. I've never had a worry about that truck getting on the scene and we not being able to get water or something not functioning right, or knowing the quality, knowing that when you get there, there's not going to be an issue. Being a chief officer, that's what you rely on.
I've never been where I've met the owner of the company. He's come to our firehouse and sat down with us for 5-6 hours going over a spec. He came out, he talked about it. If he didn't have an answer, he got on the phone right away and talked to engineering and got an answer back to us. I have to say that Toyne treats you like family. And the quality of the truck that you're going to get. Companies in our town have had other manufacturers, and they've had so much cost in maintenance where our Toynes have not cost us that kind of money. It's
not a mill. You want to keep it on that personal level. You come out here, everybody you meet out here, whether it's the guys out in the shop, from Mike Schwabe to Bill, it's like family. And you're not treated as a number, and you get that service. You get that detailed service, and you get that commitment.
We have guys come into us and say, wow, this is a well-built truck.
And then when you tell them the amount, you would think we have $1 million pumper, but it's budget friendly. To be able to walk around and see 3 trucks by Toyne and the quality, and know again that peace of mind that you've got a quality truck going on the road with your guys.
You're not going to beat it. You can't beat the product.
Can't beat it. I don't care what anybody says. Yep. I'll put that Toyne up against a Pierce, an E1, whoever, any day of the week.